So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now, can they get him away? He has found a way through. Played into the box. And he's heaved it away. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Romelu Lukaku, his physical characteristics are very impressive. They're always likely to attract the most attention, of course, but for me, it's not just that he's big and he's quick, it's his willingness to go direct with the ball at his feet, to take his man on, be brave and just head for goal. That's what makes him quite lethal.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's hoisted clear. Mbappe. Germany are looking to go forward now. And it's Hakimi.
That was lovely, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Now that's well seen too. So it is still 0-0. Cucurella. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Looking to play him in. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Mbappe. Engages and forces him off the ball. Gravenberg. Great vision.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mbappe. That is lovely. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Mbappe really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
Ndika gets across to intercept that. Well, they can break here. Cucurella. Bellingham. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cucurella is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Played out wide. Oh, important interception. Hakimi. Here's Chouameni. And it's Cucurella. Now it's Mbappe. Real chance! Goal! Germany! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Cucurella.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Ndika cuts it out into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's picked his way through. And he was quick to react. Deftly away. Spread out to the left. He has a look up. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Quality ball. Mbappe.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
That's good play from him.
Palmer purring through the gears. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Vinicius Junior has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Thuram. Mbappe. He's making a real surge on the left. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Not the most accurate pass. Chouameni threads one in. Bellingham moves wide and looking to get onto this. Valverde. That's a sharp pass.
This is the time you need that pace.
Thuram being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gravenberg. And that is out and behind, it's a good block. So, third corner of the game.
Substitution for Germany. Number 7, Mbappe. Number 11, Lukaku. Number 5, Bellingham. Number 13,
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Coming on the field, number 45.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Number 30, Sheshko. Number 22.
Defending was strong and firm.
Number
Sheshko.
23, Barella.
That's tidy. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Aims beyond the defence. Koundé is there, and he can get that clear. Yamal. And this is Lukaku. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Gets his head on it! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Well, that kind of late run into the box is very difficult to deal with, and he met it very well.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution for Germany, number 4, Kukurea.
A couple of changes then in quick succession. Madrid grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Kukurea. Yildiz. No, he's not getting his way this time. Turns back here, probably the best option. Koundé and Jamal. And this is Dembele. Lofted in. Konate has got himself a free kick. Opts for safety. Ndika. And that is expertly dealt with. Dembele. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Close. Eze! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Great chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Kukurea. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a good run down the left. Now it's Barella. And it's Kukurea. Gravenberg looking to penetrate opposition lines. Looking for a chance! Goal! And the comeback is complete! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
That's really well cleared. Ball is over the line. Ndika. Plays a sharp little ball here. Hakimi, deep cross, easy enough for the goalkeeper.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, no half measures from here.
Cucurella. Madrid, moments now away from seeing this one out.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
4 extra minutes added on. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Konate.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Ruben Dias gets it away. And that is as far as it goes. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Barella claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument.
Announcement.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engine to do all the covering, but he's a lot more than that. He's got the strength, the tackling ability, good composure on the ball and balance in his game. So you'd really struggle to find any weakness.
I'm thinking the same. Thuram! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Cucurella. And he's being shifted off it.
Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
He's got away. Drilled in low. Cleared without complication. Well, that pass isn't the best. Palmer. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Still goalless. Great defending, strong and determined. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Lovely, now then. Ruben Dias gets good distance on it. Has a look and plays it forward. Tries to play it through. And the shot! Goal! Germany! And Germany are in front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Lukaku demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Germany have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here. And while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's made its way to him. Goes for a shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Valverde. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Cucurella. Now, can they get him away? Valverde. That is good alertness. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham has it in a wide position. Cucurella. Oh, what a climb! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Germany are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Lukaku absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Palmer. Palmer powering forward here. And it's Cucurella. Aimed beyond the defence. Spread out to the left. That's good play. Opts to play it back. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now that looks a decent... Can he finish? Really well taken goal. Deep into first half stoppage time. A crucial goal. So smooth. And it's half-time here. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Valverde. Can he get on the end of this? That has been knocked clear. And that is out of play.
Substitution for Germany, number 11, Lukaku. Coming on to replace him is number 30, Sheshko. Substitution.
Traumeri, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's a sharp little ball here. And that is as far as they're going to go. Koundé and Jamal. That's a good run down the left. And the through ball. No, that's been intercepted. Traumeri is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's found a way past. And it's McAllister. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Cucurella. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cucurella receives it in a wide position.
Substitution for Germany,
Madrid
5,
with the corner, they're
Bellingham.
first.
Number 13, McAllister. Number 7, Mbappe. Coming on the field,
Barella
number
moves short.
22,
Now it's
Eze.
Barella.
Number 23,
Lovely feet.
Barella. Number 45,
Skims
Osimhen.
one in.
Substitution in progress.
He's quick to get it clear again. Van de Ven.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Great vision. Hakimi cuts it out. Barella. And here's Osimhen. Looking for the run. That is a brilliant interception. Jamal. Cucurella. Here's Traumeri. And it's Lukaku. And it's Cucurella. Succumbs to the pressure. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Sheshko. Cross goes in there. And the keeper beats it away. Shot, surely! He has done it! And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Substitution for Germany, Number 4.
Germany have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Number 25.
Germany go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Lukaku. Cucurella could try cutting inside here. That's a decent clearance. He can get that clear. And smartly reclaimed. Koundé. Barella. Oh, it's Yildiz. Plays it in. Decent chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Corner number 2 then. Germany are looking to go forward now. Nuno Mendes. And they've got a throw. And it's Koundé. Out towards the flank. Koundé picks it up out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Šeško. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Osimhen. Barella tries to pass it through.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Osimhen is herring after that one. Yildiz. Might be danger here. Well, there's the clearance. And that's been won straight back. And that is a little undercooked. Can he get it through? And that's gone loose. And that will be the final act. Madrid perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
Please be reminded that drinking
What are your
is
thoughts
only
on today's
allowed in
game
the
then,
areas
Jim?
shown on this
Well,
map.
Peter,
Thank you
I
very
really
much for your
couldn't see what
cooperation.
this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, over the years I've seen some great defensive leaders, and this guy, Ruben Dias, lives up to all of that, especially the way he just dictates where he wants his teammates to be positioned. Just always seems to have that picture, and when it comes to passing, he pretty much just leaves that to everyone else.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Neatly clipped into space. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And he can clear it away. And it's Hakimi. Chouameni, Bellingham. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Palmer. Valverde.
Might want to be careful
Vinicius
there.
Junior. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
And it's Palmer. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. A few interesting forays forward, but so far they haven't amounted to much. Tries to play it through. Ndika calmly anticipates. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's a cute ball. Hakimi gets into a good position. And this is Lukaku. Shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Bellingham goes short. Madrid are looking to go forward now. McAllister. Madrid so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And he's picked it up out wide. Nice control. McAllister. Palmer.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big chance! Goal, Germany! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Germany have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key.
He's one-on-one! Bellingham, he slings it in. Ruben Dias attempts a clearance. Hakimi with the slide tackle there. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe, and it's Cucurella. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cucurella is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Hakimi, McAllister, Bellingham, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
McAllister. We've got 5 minutes till half-time, and it's made its way to him. Takes a shot! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Truly superb. A goal of... Can he finish? Goal, Germany! And they've got their lead back. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Germany take the lead.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Chouameni. And it's Palmer. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played back in. Hakimi does... And the whistle goes for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well,
a great chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Koundé. And here's Palmer. Valverde. Cleared without complication. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Threads one in. Oh, good take in a good area. And he's heaved it away. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Played towards the other side.
Well spotted.
And it's Valverde. Cucurella picks it up out wide. Cleared away. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Van der Ven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Madrid looking to pass their way through. And here's Vinicius Junior, expertly cut out, really nicely done. He can get that clear.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
No way through, so back it comes. Good ball, good take. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Lukaku proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oh, that's a key interception. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Lukaku. That has been slung wide. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Lukaku absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Maignan gets it away. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Lukaku. Lukaku under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Hakimi. And this is Lukaku.
Germany nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And it's Cucurella. Koundé. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Vinicius Junior. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal.
Just a quick request today for everybody to
Any
please
reflections
kindly
on what you've
remove
seen, Jim?
any cars
Listen,
parked on
despite the
road
loss,
outside
they have to
stadium.
take something from this. I think the coach will have seen things he needs to work on, so I'm sure they have a lot of sorting out to do before the next game, and they can get there.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.